Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder. And this is for the week of September the 11th, 2023. All right, so we are in the midst of Virgo season. And this week we are going to celebrate a new moon in Virgo. So sun and moon will be in the same sign of Virgo. And, this can be a fantastic time for you to set your intentions and really be mindful of what it is that you're bringing to light, what it is that you're desiring to manifest, because the new moon begins a whole new lunar phase. So, again, around this time, you want to be prepared to really, whether it be through journaling or any other practices of how you bring your thoughts into form, to really be aware of what it is that you're focused on. That new moon in Virgo will occur on the 14th of the week. And, Virgo themes range from refinement, purity, to service, as well as health and wellness and how you take care of your physical vessel. So some of those themes may be alive for you right now. And I really highly suggest that you take that time during the new moon to really survey your inner landscape and quiet the mind and focus on those themes and see what it is that you're really focused on manifesting for the next lunar cycle. Over the course of this week, the moon will shift from Leo into Virgo, where we will celebrate the new moon, into Libra. And then at the very end of the week, the moon will shift into Scorpio. So with the Leo moon, it's really about creative self-expression, courageous and heart-centered action. And movement can be a really healthy piece of this energy as well. When it shifts into Virgo, we're talking more about service-oriented action. So how is it that you're serving your community, your family, your neighbors? And if you feel like that is an area of your life that you would like to dive into and expand on, then start to really devise some sort of action around how it is that you are of service. When the moon shifts into Libra, this is very much about collaborative action. So who is it that you're engaging with in terms of bringing your gifts and services into the world? How are you in collaboration with life in general? How are you collaborating with the spirit? Starting to feel into some of those themes while the moon is in Libra. And then once it shifts into Scorpio, this is about transformative action. So, how is it that you're tapping into transforming perhaps, your emotional body, something within your physical vessel, or your external experience? Are you transforming your office space? Are you in transformation in regards to your relationships, etc.? All right, so on the 15th, Mercury will move direct. Okay, direct in Virgo. And again, before Mercury moves retrograde and then after it begins to move direct, there's still like a pre and post shadow period. So understand the energy could still be a little wonky, but we're starting to reflect on what it is we learned while Mercury was retrograde. And especially again, in those Virgo themes of health, wellness, service, refinement, purity, right? Quality of your work versus quantity, things like that. So it may become very clear on Friday of like what it is you learned and what it is you're taking with you to move forward in your life as this planet begins to move direct. And then the sun and Uranus will be in a trine that day. So there may be a lot of potential here for like open-minded or experimental types of energy, which allows some really profound intuitive downloads to come to you. So, with Mercury moving direct the same day as this trine, I would anticipate that you're going to have some pretty powerful awarenesses on Friday. And then on Saturday, the 16th, there will be a square between Venus and Jupiter. So this could be that there's a potential for growth or expansion, which is Jupiter, and that potential may be motivated by your relationships, Venus. So there again, maybe some sort of a trigger within your relationships, your romantic connections, your sensuous connections that allows you to open up to this growth and expansion. Okay. The square is tension. So there is going to be a little bit of like, an energy of, ooh, I'm not sure, or, ooh, I can't really settle into this, like it's meant to be tension for change. So be open to that, be aware of that square. All right. And lastly, I did pull a card out of Yasmin Poland's awesome Moonology Oracle card deck. And what was so powerful, you all, is that the full moon in Virgo card came through. And it just says, you are good enough. And I think it really calls for us to not only like step into our authentic truth in the way that we are of service, but also, really stepping into a courageous place of taking care of ourselves, tending to our bodies, tending to our wellness needs, creating routines for ourselves that we stick with, that we create ritual out of, that we are really proud of, and that we can feel help us to expand and grow and be of greater service and feel well in our body. So I invite you to play around with that. I invite you to clear out any clutter and, again, make space for the messages, the downloads, the beauty that the stars are really wanting to communicate to us over the course of this week. So I wish you a potent and powerful new moon in Virgo, and I will be on to talk with you again soon.